A long time ago, in the year 500 AC, there was a building named Herod. In that building, there were countless numbers of soldiers who have passed out from heavy drinking. Not too far away, in a dark and murky swamp, a monster is emerging from its hiding. Its name is Grendel, and is very, very scary looking. The monster walks toward Herod quietly, and when it reaches the door, smashes his way in and starts killing the defenseless soldiers while their buddies are too passed out to help them. He kills 30 Danes by the end of the night and drags his victims' bodies back to his swamp to keep as souvenirs. In the morning following the attack, Hrothgar, ruler of the Danes, wakes up to a scene of blood and gore. He is very sad for his friends who have died and mourns for them.
Oh no!
Every night for 12 years, the beast returns and kills another 30 men. Until one day, in a nation hundreds of miles away called Geatland, a man by the name of Beowulf hears of the beast's attacks. Beowulf says,
"I guess I'm gonna have to go save the day."
and grabs the best men he can find, shoves them in a boat, and off they go.
What's the matter with you?
When Beowulf and his men arrive at their destination, they meet a friendly Danish guard who escorts them up to Herod.
Many thanks!
Upon arrival, Beowulf and Hrothgar meet face to face for the first time. They shake hands and instantly become good friends. Beowulf addresses Hrothgar and declares,
I am so honored to be able to meet you in person, my lord. Thank you for allowing me to come to your aid and defeat the monster Grendel. It will be my honor and my privilege. The beast shall pay for the crimes he has committed.
Hrothgar replies,
You are welcome, Sir Beowulf. For all of the Danes, I thank you for what you are attempting to do. Be assured that you will receive a substantial reward after returning with the monster's head. Thank you.
And with that, the introductories are completed, and the Danes and the Geats party hardy all night long. The next day, the Danes and the Geats prepare for Grendel's nighttime attack. Hrothgar and Beowulf are sitting by a fire, talking about their homelands. Soon enough, the sun sets in the sky and all of the soldiers take their positions inside of Herod, waiting to surprise the terrible beast.
Come on!
An hour after sunset, Grendel is right outside the border of Herod. The beast is unaware of the new arrivals and does not know that tonight will be his last. Grendel charges the door, breaks it down, and sees Beowulf. The two of them then lock into a battle of epic proportions, bouncing around Herod and shaking the foundations of the building. Finally, Beowulf rips Grendel's arm off, shoulder and all, and sends the beast scurrying back home to its mommy.
Run home to Mama!
After successfully defeating Grendel, Beowulf is triumphant in his quest, and hangs the arm up on the wall of Herod as a trophy. Later in that day, Grendel's mom is wandering around the countryside when she happens to come across the arm hanging on the wall. Knowing what must have happened to her son, she flips out and kills the first Dane she encounters. Then she grabs Beowulf and drags him into the depths of the swamp to her underwater home, where the two fight. It looks like the end for Beowulf, until suddenly he whips out a magical sword and cuts the shrill beast's heads off. Beowulf then emerges from the swamp and returns to his palace triumphantly. They all give him pats on the back, and later that night they throw another wild party in honor of his victory. Beowulf is declared king of the Geats, and he and his people live peacefully for many more years. Until one day, in a town in eastern Geatland, the fish are swimming, and the crows are a-crowing, and the fire-breathing dragon is burning the populace alive. Beowulf says to his friend Wiglaf,
Oh my god, I have to go help those people.
and sets out to save the day again. He finds the dragon in his lair, and when he tries to attack it, the dragon blasts a jet of flame at him and melts his shield. It then beats Beowulf to a pulp, and is about to deliver the finishing blow when out of the blue, Wiglaf is here to save the day. Wiglaf and the dragon have a brutal fight, but in the end, Wiglaf is victorious and carries Beowulf back to the house.
Thank you!
Beowulf is mortally wounded and says to Wiglaf,
Wiglaf, you have served me well. I hereby pronounce you king of the Geats.
Wiglaf accepts his honor. And then Beowulf adds one more thing before he dies.
I want a tower with all that dragon's treasure in it erected in my honor. I want to be buried there with my treasure.
He then dies. The entire nation is mortified by the great man's death and proceeds to build Beowulf's tower. After 10 years, the tower is completed, and Beowulf is set to rest for all of eternity as the world's finest hero.
Good times!